Welcome back to the 2022 Chicago Auto Show. I'm Mike Caudill. Of course, you've been through a journey today, checking out a variety of the new products being debuted here in Chicago. First and foremost, it's great to be back on an auto show floor. We're here in the Chevy booth. A lot of bold moves by Chevy as a brand over the past year. Just 2 weeks ago, they debuted the all-new Chevy Corvette Z06, VIN number 001, for a whopping, you ready for this? A lot of money. $3.6 million it went at Barrett-Jackson in an auction. First number, VIN number 001. All right, so we're here in the booth. It's been all about electrification over the past year. General Motors now into one full year talking about electrification. Prediction, by 2025, they're saying they'll have more than 30 electrified vehicles in the market. They're getting close to 10 vehicles now all being electrified. Cadillac by 2030 saying that the majority of their vehicles will be all electrified, and the brand as a whole wants to be completely electric by 2035. Over my shoulder, you got to check this out right here. This is the all-new Silverado EV, and I'm going to start with design on this. If you're comparing it to Ford and their Lightning, taking a look at some of the other electrified vehicles like Rivian in that truck category, this one sets itself apart. Completely different design than the other makers that are out there. And I got to tell you, first and foremost, it's definitely bold. Under the proverbial hood, you're going to get those Ultim batteries, the same thing you're hearing in the Hummer EV. It's also going to get that four-way steering that's made the Hummer EV a different vehicle on the market, totally a standout. As you look at the exterior design, you're going to see those really cool headlights that span right across the front of it. This will be the RST model, which will come with more of a sporty look on it. On the inside, total luxury, refinement, price. We're not really going to talk too much about that yet, but it will be competitive in the marketplace. A lot of stuff happening here in the Chevy booth, getting ready for their press conference.
Thanks, Dan. Handler and exactly. Okay, we were ready for this. Okay, this is fun. All right, can everybody hear me? This is good? Okay. All right, hi, and welcome to the Chicago Auto Show, and welcome to our Chevrolet Silverado EV. This is our all-new Chevrolet Silverado EV, our reimagined pickup truck, our electric vehicle that's a full-size truck, reimagined from the ground up to give over 400 miles of range to our customers, as well as cargo carrying versatility and functional storage. So we've reimagined the full-size truck from the ground up, and what we've done here is really take advantage of everything that an EV architecture can offer. The new architecture allows us to design in features in terms of the sculpting and capability of the vehicle so that we offer our range of 400 miles. What that means is we've redeveloped the vehicle itself, recompartmentalized the front, the cargo cabin, as well as the pickup bed. Our 0 to 60 time is 4.5 seconds, under 4.5 seconds. We've got 780 pound-feet of torque. And with the 400 miles of range, this really offers a very compelling vehicle for customers who either are current full-size truck pickup owners or owners who are considering a full-size truck but weren't totally sure that they were ready to go into a full-size truck. The Ultim battery platform itself is built into the structure of the vehicle. So this is not a traditional body-on-frame vehicle. It's not a traditional body-frame integral vehicle either. The Ultim architecture allows us to build the battery structure into the vehicle. It lowers the center of gravity of the vehicle, and it offers a very refined ride that's different than a traditional full-size pickup truck. We also have rear steer, air suspension, and 24-inch wheels and tires designed into the Silverado EV RST. And what that offers is, first of all, first time in a full-size truck segment, 24-inch wheels and tires. This vehicle is very sculpted and has this urban feel to it. There are still Chevrolet cues sitting inside the design, but you can definitely tell that this is not a traditional ICE Silverado driving down the road. We're bringing forward a new look to Chevrolet in terms of the EV and the Silverado. As we go into the interior, we've redesigned the compartment of the interior as well. We have a cargo a compartment in the cab that allows us to put a 6-foot tall passenger into the back seat very comfortably. We have a fixed glass roof that allows for quite a bit of spaciousness and an open feel inside of the vehicle. The IP, the instrument panel, the hood, everything's been designed. It's actually lower than a traditional pickup truck, which allows us to have, again, that more spaciousness, better forward visibility. And what we're talking about there is bringing in customers who may not have considered a pickup truck before and who now want an EV and the range of 400 miles and perhaps the cargo flexibility of a full-size pickup truck. On the interior, we've got the 17-inch freeform display. It's a unique new center screen that's got a clean look that carries from the cluster through the center stack. The virtualization of switches is something that's out there in the market today. We've actually created a very good combination of virtualization and physical switches, and we have persistent switches that are on the virtualized screen so that you're not searching for switches in the menus, but we also still have that clean appearance of the instrument panel. Our center console has over 7 gallons of storage in it. This is taking advantage of the EV architecture. We don't have to worry about exhaust or any other components from an internal combustion engine. So we've got a very flat floor that's been designed into the vehicle. And we've got sliding cup holders inside so that you can get to that storage very easily and you're not struggling to work between your cup holders and your storage inside the vehicle. Our truck bed is a 5'11" truck bed, and that is the longest in the EV pickup segment today. Dan's gonna change over the tailgate a little bit here. So with our midgate that we're offering, this is a new feature for the Silverado EV, designed into the Silverado EV architecture. What it allows us to do is pass through cargo between the 5'11" truck bed into the cabin. So with the tailgate up, we have over 9 feet of cargo capability in length. When the tailgate is down and the load stop is up, we have 10 feet, 10 inches of total length of cargo carrying capability. What's unique about the midgate, though, is in this position that you can see here, there's a 60% side down, which allows us to still carry a 40% passenger in the back seat. This is what we call the 60% pass-through. There's also the 40% side that can go down. That 40% side goes down and it becomes 100% of a pass-through that you can use to put 8-foot wide, long cargo into. The last thing that we've done here, though, is we've also enabled the ability to take the glass out and have the whole entire back of the cab open. So that glass comes out, it stores inside the truck in the back of the midgate. That midgate folds down, and the entire back surround of this is open. So something tall like a couch or something that you're moving can be slid all the way forward into the passenger compartment and doesn't have to hang off the end of the truck. I forgot to mention that this truck comes with a tonneau cover standard, which means that when you're using the glass in position and you've got the tonneau on, this is all weatherproof storage when you've got the tailgate up. So you've got over 9 feet of storage that you're passing into the cargo, and it's all covered with the tonneau cover and inside of the cabin. From a vehicle perspective, we also have our off-board charging capability. With our 400-mile range pack, you can use it to drive 400 miles, or you can choose to use that battery for charging your job site, your campsite, and even your home can be charged. So we have up to 10.2 kilowatts of off-board charge capability. We have an accessory power bar that plugs into the charge port here. It's got 120 as well as 240 volt outlets. We also have 120 and 240 volt outlets in the truck bed. There's 120 volts in the center console, and then also in the frunk as well. So customers are able to basically charge whatever device they want, wherever they want, for as long as they want. We've also got software built into this truck to make sure that you get to your next destination. So if you are charging, off-board charging a campsite, a job site, or even if you're charging your home, if you need your vehicle to have 150 miles of range left to go to your next charge station or to get home, we have software in the vehicle that allows you to set either your range or your percent of battery so that you get to your next destination and we don't deplete the battery to the point that you've offboarded all this power and yet now you can't get yourself back to wherever you're trying to go. So there's a lot of feature and functionality built into this vehicle to make sure that customers are able to use it however they want and to give them the most versatility possible. We've got quite a bit of technology in the vehicle as well from a software perspective. This vehicle, the RST, offers Super Cruise with trailering and allows us to build in our new Ultify architecture. Our Ultify architecture is an electrical architecture that's new for General Motors, coming out first in our Chevrolet Silverado EV. And what that means is that we are going to have upgradability in the vehicle post-purchase. So once customers purchase this vehicle, they will still be able to upgrade, personalize, do over-the-air updates and new features, new applications post-purchase without having to purchase a new vehicle. Let's see. I think that's it. So I think I've covered pretty much everything. We are very excited to be here to show the vehicle off to the Chicago Auto Show. And in terms of reservations, you can go on Chevrolet.com right now. Our work truck comes out in the spring of 2023. It is, right now, all of the orders have been fulfilled for our fleet customers. In the fall of 2023, the RST is available. All of the first edition reservations are full today. However, you can still go to Chevrolet.com and put your name in for a future RST or work truck. There's a wide range from $39,000 all the way up to $105,000. Go today to Chevrolet.com, put your name into the reservations, and when your place in line comes up, you'll be able to spec out a vehicle that you want. So thanks a lot for letting me talk to you today. Oh.
All right, guys, well, welcome back, live stream. We've got with us Nicole Kratz. You are the chief engineer. Hold on, I want y'all to look at her shoes. So I was just told, as the engineer, you switch out your shoes for every product unveil you do.
I do. For every major like new thing that we do, I have a new pair of shoes.
Okay, so here's
Pair of Vans.
They got to be Vans.
They have to be Vans.
All right, so here's the deal. I get excited usually at every auto show about one vehicle, and I'll throw his name out only because I've been texting with him all day. Joe Jacuzzi, who runs PR for the brand. I'm like, this vehicle is totally different than the other trucks in the market, and it really is going to set a new bar for the brand. So all 30 vehicles will be electrified by 2025. You're almost at about 10 right now, and then we're going to go all electric 2035. Cadillac's going to go electrified. This thing is really special. I want to, Joel, can we make our way around to the front? I want to go back around the front to the frunk, and as we make our way around, you have like the best job in the world. Like you get to design and play with not just cool new vehicles, but electrified vehicles. So as we think about the frunk on this, can we open this? Can we show the frunk? Dan's going to help us out. Dan's going to. All right. So tell me about the frunk, the design of this. Give me some of the cool features.
So the frunk is all about optimizing and capitalizing, quite frankly, on what an EV can be. You don't have an engine sitting underneath your hood, so what do you do with it? You offer as much space as you can in there. We've actually reconfigured this truck from a traditional vehicle so that we could get the cab a little bit bigger, and we're still allowing this cargo space. It's got lights, it's got power outlets, it's got capability of carrying cargo, and it's totally protected, sealed. And for a lot of customers, they want to put their tools in a hidden space, and so they're really excited about the frunk space to be able to store tools. They can charge power tools in there now, and everything's out of the way, hidden and dry.
All right, so right now in the industry, there's this massive competition, right? Like, ooh, I'm going to be electric, and everyone's like running and running. They're like hamsters in a wheel, right? They're churning so fast. But here's something new, not body on frame. They want your mic because we're broadcasting to everybody. Oh, okay. So not a body on frame.
Yes.
The Ultim batteries are buried down low to create a better center of gravity. And that's something I think everybody's missing right now is the fact that it's not only being optimized from a electrification standpoint, but the weight of it is low.
Yeah, so the Ultim architecture really allows us to have this low battery center of gravity. It makes the vehicle dynamics and the driving experience so amazing. It is awesome. It is game-changing in terms of traditional pickup ride versus now switching over to this rear independent suspension, air suspension, and then just with the Ultim battery pack with that low center of gravity, the dynamics are amazing. I've driven one at Milford Proving Grounds in Michigan, and it is just an awesome experience.
Wait, hold on. Cat's out of the bag. You just told us that you drove. Okay, so 0 to 60. It sounded like you said 1.9 seconds. I think I heard that wrong.
Yeah, under 4.5 seconds. So this truck is still quite capable from a speed perspective at 0 to 60 in under 4.5. I mean, that's amazing in this industry, and I think people are going to be delighted with the wide open watts mode and what we can do with the battery and electrification underneath it.
All right, so I'm going to close it out a little bit more downrange as far as being a truck owner. So I own a truck now. I've owned 3 or 4 trucks. I'm a total truck guy.
Me too.
I go to Home
I'm a truck
Depot.
gal, though.
I go to Home Depot. I go to Lowe's. I pull things with it. Tell me about the capabilities, because that's what a truck person in the market's going to want to know about capabilities.
So it's got 10,000 pound capability of trailering, and it's totally the same capability as what the ICE pickup trucks are today. So we're not giving up anything by going to EV. We're really just adding on and creating a better experience for everyone. And so you can be very confident going to Home Depot. You can slide your 2x4s, your 4x8s. I do the same thing. I'm pulling boats. I'm going up north. The truck's totally capable of it all.
$100 deposit on the vehicle. I'm getting a rap in my ear. They're telling me that we gotta close out the press conference here, but I'm not doing it. You get to close it out to the camera.
I just encourage everyone to go to Chevrolet.com. We're making an amazing vehicle, and you should put your reservation in now and not miss out on all the great stuff we're offering.
Stay tuned, guys. We're heading over to Ford.